What's going on, guys? Moonrose here with a Team Luxury Gaming deck profile by Koty Angeloff. Koty Angeloff recently just got 7th place at this weekend's PPG Regional. What's going on, Koty?
Hey, what's up? What's up?
So, what did you bring to this regional?
As you can see, I played Doflamingo. I am a blue player, and I pretty much only play blue decks.
Nice.
So yeah, I decided to play Dofi.
Nice. All right. So, with that being said, let's just jump right into the deck profile.
Okay. So I pretty much played a pretty standard Dofi list for the most part. There are some ratios that are different, and I'm not playing some cards, but for the most part, it's pretty standard. For Perona, you just want to open this. It's pretty obvious. And same thing with for Blocker Dofi. These are the only ways that you can really rearrange the top of your deck in my version, since I don't play the one cost Dofi. So being able to chain these cards like back to back after you run through your initial top five is very, very important. It lets you just keep cards in hand for free, and they're just really, really good.
Nice. Yeah, those cards are very important.
Next I'll go with the Warlords. So I have 4 Boa, 4 Gecko Moria, 4 more Gecko Moria. I've been seeing people cut down on this, and I don't really understand why. Like, this card is the one card you want to see versus Whitebeard, so you can just pressure them really early. Also, it's probably the best card to hit off of your Dofi, especially if you're going in blind, and just flipping blind. The card's very, very good. It's really hard to out because of its 6k stat line. And yeah, this card was fantastic all day.
Nice.
Um, my other warlords are 4 Kuma. I was initially playing 3 Kuma and 2 Passive Vista, but I decided with like this being the last regional where Whitebeard and Zora would have their 3 Radical Beam, their 4 Radical Beam, 4 Marku, and also their 4 Whitebeard, that I figured that a lot of people would be playing the deck. So I just wanted to maximize my deck to be able to push into the Whitebeard matchup as much as possible. So I upped these back up to 4 and 3, and they were really, really good all day as well.
I love that engine so much.
And then I guess it's a good thing for all the Dofi players. I only play 2 Jinbei. Not because I only have to, but because I think this card's only good like versus Zoro. And you already inherently have a good Zoro matchup anyway. So I never really miss like the third or fourth one at all. Like, it's good versus yellow as well if they go for Perispero, but if you do that, then they're just never going to clear this, or they're going to clear it with the Perispero, and at that point, like, I feel like you would rather just have the body on board than them getting rid of a Perispero because you need to rush down yellow
Hmm.
more. But yeah, I never missed the third and fourth one. I thought 2 was a really good number throughout the entire day. Um, that's all my warlords. So next my 2Ks are the 4 Mihawk and the 4 Alvida. Uh, these are the only 2Ks that I played. I didn't play Kaya. I didn't play Mishra 2. I didn't play any other 2Ks because I just felt like you didn't really need them, especially with um my list playing 4 Love Beam. Um, Yeah, I just don't think that you really need that many 2Ks whenever you don't really mind taking that much life early. Um, you really, really want to protect your characters on board though instead. So I felt like most of the time they would just be swinging even fives into my characters. And if they're doing that, then every other warlord in my deck works, like by just pitching for a 1K to keep the body on board.
Makes sense.
And it was pretty much just how I thought the entire time. And like the 2Ks are really Like, they really shine the Whitebeard matchup. That's about it. But by then, like, they're going to be trying to attack your board anyway, rather than going for life. And if they go for life, then that's just better for you because you can pressure their life even faster than they can pressure you, and you always win that game. But the Love Loves were actually the best card in the deck. So whenever you play your Mihawk on curve, the next turn, like, you always want to have a Love Beam just so that you're able to swing with this Mihawk. And whenever you swing with Mihawk, and if they want to commit the Dawn to try out it, then, and you have a Love Beam, the game's pretty much instantly over.
Mm-hmm.
Also, there are just plenty of times where, like, it got into, like, the late game, and I just had 2 Love Beams in my hand, and there's just no way that you're ever dying. So you can be greedy and go for life whenever you have, like, 2 Love Beams, or, like, you have a Love Beam and you stack your deck so you can draw into another Love Beam. And, yeah, like, Love Beam is the best card in the deck, I think. This card just overperformed all week, all day.
Yeah, I think so as well. That card is so good, especially when you stack, like, and you know what's coming up and, like, just calculate everything. That's crazy.
Exactly. And, like, I've seen a lot of people going down to, like, 2 on Level Up Beam. We're just cutting it all together, and I just do not think that's right. I think the card is just way too good not to play.
I agree.
And then I play 4 Mihawks as well. This is the extent of my top end. Like, you always want to see this card on curve. If you see this card on your 9 Dawn turn, you're probably going to win that game. Unless you get, like, 4 Whitebeards dropped on you, or, like, 3 Big Moms dropped on you. Besides that, like, you're probably going to win that game that you drop Mihawk on curve, especially if you can follow it up with a second Mihawk on the following turn.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And then the last cards in my deck were Vince. I played 4,000 Worlds just to get rid of Marcos, get rid of, like, Crackers. It gets rid of Borsalinos, Fukarus, and it gets rid of Teach as well. This card is probably the reason why you're able to go up against Whitebeard so easily as well. This card was so good. Like, I thought about playing Kaya just so that if I did see this on top of my deck, I can always get to it. But yeah, you really have to hold this card for, like, later in the game unless they play Teach early game.
Mm-hmm.
Besides that, you can usually hold this card until you're going to try to go for game, or you're setting up game for the following turn and spin back their Marcos or Borsalinos or whatever they may have. And yeah, this card is just so good.
Yeah, I like that.
And then the last card I played in my deck was 1 Gum Rain. This was probably the last card in my deck, but you can catch a lot of people off guard with this. It lets you discard, like, dead Thousand Worlds and dead Mihawks as well to turn these into pretty much 1k counters for free. And yeah, this card was very good because you feel so safe when you draw this card, and, like, you can realistically go down to 0 life whenever they're going for game on the last turn and just surprise them with this, because there's no way that they're going to really account for this whenever no one's really playing this card.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Surprise
this
factor.
card was really good. I may end up bumping this card up to 2 for post-ban lists.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. I like that.
But yeah, that is the Dofi deck that I played at the PPG Online Regionals.
Awesome. Well, Koty, thank you so much, and congrats on 7th place and securing your
Thank you.
invite for Nats. With that being said, would you like to give any shout-outs?
Yes. So first off, shout out to Dueling Guard. Shout out to MetaMats. Shout out to my testing group, which is, like, Brian, Kevin Jr., all of those guys. Really helps being able to test on a game that isn't really my first game since I come from Yu-Gi-Oh! So being able to actually have, like, a competent, like, testing group is really nice whenever you're just, like, getting into the game.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that's really really all the shout outs though.
Awesome, awesome. Well, Koty, yet again, congrats. Thank you so much for the deck profile. And guys, we will see you guys next time. All right. Thank you so much for watching.